Hi guys, this is Erica from Gokce Capital. Now before I begin, be sure to click subscribe and turn on the notification bell. The Oman family farm in Delaware County, Ohio, doesn't grow corn or potatoes or soybeans or even tomatoes. No, the Oman family farm grows grass. For nearly 3/4 of this 205-acre farm is prairie. No, the farm is not a nonprofit nor a pet project. It is a functioning small family farm. So how can the Oman family farm make a business growing grass? I'll let you know at the end of this video. But the story of the Oman family farm does involve the Conservation Reserve Program, which is a United States Department of Agriculture program designed to subsidize the conversion of some farmland into grassland, prairie, wetlands, or other native ecosystems. So if you are looking at purchasing a parcel of land that is enrolled in the CRP, or you are an owner of agricultural land and are considering it, here are 8 pros and cons you should know. Pro number 1. The CRP provides technical and financial assistance to eligible farmers and ranchers. This assistance is given to farmers and ranchers to address soil, water, and related natural resource concerns in a cost-effective manner. Pro number 2. The CRP offers annual rental payments to farmers and landowners who preserve environmentally sensitive land. These rental payments are tied to overall market rental rates for cropland and are designed to help conserve soil, water, and wildlife resources while making up for lost productivity and income. Pro number 3. The CRP protects soil. Wind and rain erode topsoil over time, and unfortunately it takes a very long time to restore the natural productivity of soil once it has been eroded. The Conservation Reserve Program protects soil from wind and rain by planting native vegetation to serve as cover. As of 2015, this program has protected over 20 million acres of topsoil and prevented 9 million tons of soil from eroding. Therefore, the CRP helps to protect the future productivity of farmland. Pro number 4. The CRP also keeps water clean. This is because healthy soil helps maintain clean water. Healthy soil better absorbs water and reduces runoff, thereby protecting nearby water supplies. It does this because runoff is often contaminated by the byproducts of agriculture and is a major source of pollutants in water supplies. So research has shown that land enrolled in the CRP ultimately reduces nitrogen runoff by 95% and phosphorus runoff by 85%. Pro number 5, the CRP protects wildlife. And this wildlife includes some of the bird species that are most coveted by hunters, such as ducks, pheasants, and quail, as well as important pollinator species, which are so integral to ensuring the health of croplands. So the Conservation Reserve Program has a number of pros. It not only benefits the natural landscape, but it also provides clean water, preserves soil, and protects the vitality of future farmland. But there are some cons as well. Con number 1. The CRP is only available to eligible farmers and ranchers. Not everyone can participate. Farmers and ranchers must show that they have worked the land they wish to enroll for at least a year, and they also must show that their land is either highly erodible cropland that has been planted in 4 of the previous 6 crop years, or marginal pasture that is suitable for use as a riparian buffer, or ecologically significant grasslands, or finally, a farmable wetland. So you can't enroll just any parcel of land. Con number 2, you cannot build on CRP land. In addition, traditional farming practices cannot be used either. This land must primarily be used for conservation. And con number 3, because traditional farming practices cannot be used, land that is enrolled in the CRP is often less desirable for buyers unless the contract is about to end. This is because prospective land buyers can typically make more money by planting their new land rather than taking CRP payments. And this overall is perhaps the number 1 reason why more cropland is not enrolled in the CRP. Having said that, the CRP can make economic sense. Which brings us back to the Oman family farm. Initially, 67 acres were enrolled in the CRP, but over time, the Oman family farm realized that their preserved land became a key habitat for pheasants, and they could make money by turning it into a hunting preserve. In a previous video, I talked about the destruction of the Midwest prairie, how millions of acres of grassland gave way to fields of corn, as the rich prairie soil transformed the Midwest into the nation's breadbasket. At an initial glance, this story may lead you to think that prairie and farmland, conservationist and farmer, are inescapably at odds, that prairie restoration will by necessity harm the livelihoods of our nation's farmers. But the Conservation Reserve Program shows this is a false narrative. In fact, returning some farmland to prairie can solve two problems. Yes, it can help restore the native ecosystem, but it may also be able to assist with the declining incomes of small family farmers. After all, the initial goal of the Conservation Reserve Program was to take some land out of agricultural production in order to boost farm prices. While the Conservation Reserve Program, on its own, cannot solve the complicated problems associated with industrial-scale agriculture, it does show how the needs of our natural ecosystems and our nation's farmers may be more intertwined than we think. As FDR once said, a nation that destroys its soil destroys itself. Now, do you have any stories about the Conservation Reserve Program or farming in general? Let us know in the comments. Did you like this video? You're going to love our Gokce Land Due Diligence program. We'll make you a land due diligence expert in just 7 days. Check it out at gokcecapital.com/glad. And while you're at our website, don't forget to explore our $1 down listings at gokcecapital.com/listings. Finally, don't hesitate to reach out. You can email, call, or text, and we will respond as soon as possible. So thank you for listening, and more to come.